Y'all got 10 minutes to come in and to stay in. Make sure you got your kids, your wives. Make sure you got some snacks, some drinks, some smoke, because it's going to be a good 3-game banger. I'll tell you who we going against when them 10 minutes is up. So y'all got 10 minutes to kick in.
My girlfriend told me not to touch her fridge while she was in the bathroom. I thought it would be so easy, but then left.
Shout out to the one. Make sure you drop that 100% and thumbs up. Deidre Lawrence, 35. Thanks for the 100%, love.
Let's talk about hiking boots, because the right pair can completely change your experience on the trails. I've been loving Bean's Trail Model X hiking boots.
Y'all got 6 minutes.
Several features, so here's my honest review. First, the waterproof and being able to step directly in mud and splash through streams is such a luxury because I no longer have to stop or try to find an alternate route. And if you've ever slipped on a rock before, then you know how important traction is, so they redesigned the outsole for better grip on wet surfaces, and I was able to cross so many wet rocks without slipping. For comfort, they added a rock rock plate, rubberized toe, and a cushion midsole to protect your feet from rough terrain, making hiking smoother and more comfortable. And after hours on the trails, my feet feel great, so I can't recommend these enough.
Y'all got 4 minutes. Y'all got, hold on. Y'all got 2 minutes.
Total Battle. Play now for free.
Y'all got 2 minutes. Y'all got a minute. Final seconds. Alright, y'all, this your boy Living with the Hendersons. Welcome to NBA Showtime. Today we got a three-banger for you. Let's see who we play. We got the Memphis Grizzlies coming to play LA Lakers. Then on January 12th, we got the Los Angeles Clippers coming to face the Los Angeles Lakers. Then January 14th, we have the Toronto Raptors coming to LA. So let's get into this game. Let's get into this three-banger.
And those are the interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Hart. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Williams at the three, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, the guard spot's filled by Russell and Reed. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the three spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways. But there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So Memphis will get the first possession. Morant against Russell. Morant with it. No good with the length. And here's a fast break.
Got back up. What I tell you, we got back up, boy.
Russell's got the score going with his first points of the night for Los Angeles. Here's Morant. Got a piece of it. Davis with it. He's picked up by Morant. One-on-one here.
And you in there?
Open look for Hachimura. And
got back up.
Coming off of Davis's speed.
And the coaching staff loved it. It's why they encourage Hachimura to fire away.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Somebody get on your man.
Talk to the Lakers head coach. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all three levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Here's Davis and finish.
Good job, Davis.
But you always want to see your big man run the floor. There is no questioning Davis's effort on these plays.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out there.
They call him timeout.
Outplayed in the previous game.
Already.
Losing to the Raptors.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Lakers, #1.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Here's Smart. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And that one's good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the statistics for Los Angeles.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing they've done so well is converting fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Aldama. At the elbow, it's Smart. Just 5 on the clock. They need this one. And Davis pulls it down. Lakers leading by 12. Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
He takes over the game on both.
Good job, LeBron.
You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 bucks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
Here's Aldama following the basket by LeBron James.
And that's letting the defense off the hook. No excuse for blowing that layup.
Russell from long range.
Russell's got 7 points. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. I know Reeves has been accused of running fouls in Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
Checked in for the Grizzlies. Rose comes in for John Morant. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Davis.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Looking around to stop the run and block. That one goes careening off the glass. And Davis, here we go. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Rose passes to Smart. Clark outside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Memphis just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for the Lakers, they have fought the fair lead.
Good job, Russell.
This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, they had a plan coming into this year, and they stuck with it, and it's worked out to perfection.
Here is Rose after D'Angelo Russell's bucket, and stolen by Russell. By himself. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Russell got the ball. He knew this was all him.
1:24 left in the first quarter. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. There's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now, here's Clark. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Smart passes to Clark. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now, here's Rose. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Outside Jackson on the wing, Williams. Shoots over Hachimura. The Grizzlies with another miss. James in the post. James throws it down hard.
And this offense has been a perfect.
What you talking about, Deidre Lawrence 35?
Their play.
Right about that. Seems like
And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
Vincent, Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wemby's. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
On the block,
good job, Vincent.
Davis. Christie is out there with Gabe Vincent. And Hachimura in at the 3. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldrin.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson says you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
He's always looking
good job, Chris.
All right, David, we thank you for that report.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
They get a hand on it. Morant passes to Laravia.
Go on and do it.
6 on the shot clock. And they get it. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers have got a nice 3-of-3 to start the second. Shoots from the elbow. That's good from Davis on the assist.
All right, Davis, good job.
Davis has got 6.
And it's not the half-court D that's been the problem. It's scores like that which are killing you.
Morant outside. Now the pass to Concho. Offensive rebound. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. No good from Clark.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Got that one quick. Christie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good job,
You
Chris.
expect Rui to finish that play, but when a guy is this open, he makes a quality pass.
Vanderbilt against Clark. Second shot opportunity. Vanderbilt with the block. They recover it. And here's Los Angeles. A nice run going 12 in a row. Hachimura the pass to Vincent. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Good job, Hachimura.
3-pointers they've allowed.
Second quarter to play with almost 3 minutes gone. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Here's Vanderbilt. That's in there.
All right, Vanderbilt, good job.
Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
I respect how hard Davis works to involve his team. He doesn't want this game to be a one-man show.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
Well, there you go. One team
All right, Vincent, good job.
cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Morant dishes to Clark. Tries again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And really pushing
Good
the
job,
tempo.
Christian.
Fast break buckets, a big factor for them offensively.
Morant right side. And
Oh, okay.
as it goes out of bounds, Grizzlies retain possession. Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Stolen by Reeves. And here we go. Lakers running again. Unloads from 13. And the Lakers take on 2 more.
Good job,
Three
Vincent.
baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Cloak loose. Now the Lakers on the break. The finish. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Pippen. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Dude,
And they've won
you
the
stole the
rebound
ball
battle
and you
so
couldn't
far,
make a
and
shot.
it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts. This man is on
Good
fire.
job,
This
Christian.
team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Conchar, the pass to Pippen. It's Jackson atop the key. Clock at 6. Trying to get something going. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that
Dave.
one's good by Davis.
The assist totals haven't just continued to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Vincent.
Good job, Vincent.
Talk talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Livin feeling it out a bit. With one on the clock. What a play. Simply brings it in at the buzzer.
Yes. That's all we need. That's all we needed right there. That's all we
So
need.
it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running, so not a good quarter for us. No, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The Lakers came ready to play. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this tremendous
Shout out to the one.
getting open and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys deliver.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. LA's going along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. Santi Aldama is out there. And it's Jackson at center, locking down the middle. Well, the Lakers have got to be pleased. They no longer have to share their home arena. It's all their own now.
Yes, it's been
All right,
and since 1999 when the Staples Center first opened. Everyone knew it was the Lakers' house because they hung up the banners. But I will say this, the Clippers own their arena.
I pose Jackson. Back to Morant. And it's Russell with the rebound.
The edge on
way to crash the boards, Russell.
It's allowed them to build this lead.
And while we've got a moment,
David, LeBron, like, what the hell, dude?
David,
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
And rolling as well at the defensive end. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And Memphis turns it over again. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. outside Davis. 14 feet away, and there's another one.
Good job, Dave.
Oh, boy. You have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
This offense has been a perfect rhythm. You can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Smart against Reeves. Tipped away. Stolen by Reeves. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
By Reeves and not allowing the defense to stop him.
Smart against Reeves. Stolen by Reeves. One-on-one here. And a strong finish with two hands.
Good job, Reeves.
Looking to get an easy one in transition.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Morant. Ball's not loose.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Wood, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Rose in for John Morant. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Reeves, he drains
Good job, Reeves.
6 points for Austin Reeves.
Nice find by D'Angelo. He's always had that great vision.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
All right, Russell.
Double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
One-on-one here. And he slams it one hand.
All right, Reeves.
Austin Reeves doing it on both ends.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Wiping the ball away with such a and this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Russell against Rose. And another steal for him.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
Tonight we've seen D'Lo put on a show. This guy believes in his game.
Good job, Russell.
He can put up huge numbers every single night.
1:09 left here in the third quarter. Puts up a deep three. And again, it's
Hachimura.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after.
And again,
All right, Hachimura.
Yeah, just lackluster transition defense.
and it's Rose with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Russell kicks to Wood. It's stolen by Rose. He's got a clear path. Knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Shoots it. Again,
Hachimura.
So many ways Hachimura gets the job done.
now here's Smart.
Let's be.
No scoring in this one. Here's Reeves.
Love to beat it, baby.
Boy, that was close. Got it just in the nick of time.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, delivering the blowout. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Christian Wood is out there with Hachimura. And there's Christie, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Hayes.
Ooh, good block.
In the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Good block.
Here's Laravia. It's rebounded by Hayes. Los Angeles has gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Here's Christie. Good, and the assist goes to
Good job, Christie.
Russell's got 6 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Kershaw, defended by Christie. Now the Lakers on the break, all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Good job, Christian.
Hands quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Laravia. Good covering. Oh, that's blocked.
Good block.
Looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Now the Lakers making a change here. Vincent's checked in.
Out you more like shit. I did what I had to do. Let me sit down. LeBron got to get in the game.
Stripped away. Now here's Hayes. He started closer. From 15 feet away.
Vincent, good job.
And they worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Conchar, the pass to Pippen. Knocked away. And stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
For Memphis, they've gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Pippen outside. That's tipped, nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Wiping the ball away with just such ease.
Good job, Christian.
Just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
Here's Kershaw, defended by Vincent. Unhindered, going all the way. And finished off.
Where Wood is in these situations, a threat to score when the break is on.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And wrestling for it there.
Jump ball, man.
Possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Grizzlies now. 4 on the clock.
All right, let's go, y'all.
Inside. And Memphis turns
Oh, thank you, baby boy.
Lakers ball.
nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Connect, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Eden. Pass to Hayes. Over Jackson. The shot's good.
Good job, Hayes.
Looking good, finding ways to contribute. Sees an open man and drops a dime.
Now, here's Pippen. Defended by Vincent. Pippen, the pass to Concho. Poked away. He feeds it to Jackson.
What you doing, son?
And nothing is falling for him right now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Count it, good. Wood's got 4 this quarter.
Wood.
Fantastic decision maker. Wood recognizes when he should shoot once he catches the pass.
Outside Pippen. Outside Jackson. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers have gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. And slams it in.
Connect. So instinctive. Finding open space there and taking advantage.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Jackson finds Pippen. Off with the layup. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. One team is just completely outclassing the other.
Good job, Chris.
Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for D'Angelo Russell.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
LA's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Wood from about 19 feet.
Wood!
Effective use of the mid-range. Wood's a guy who can knock down plenty of jumpers.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Grizzlies. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. There's the pass to Jackson. Fast break for the Lakers. Here's Hayes. And Hayes brings it down.
Good job, Hayes.
The whole team, it was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Pippen outside. Pass to Laravia. Shot clock at 5. Here we go, all alone. Here's Wood. And
Wood!
They made the most most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Reeves. A huge slam.
All right, Reeves.
That's great.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes.
All right, we would like to thank the Memphis Grizzlies for coming to play with us. Sorry we had to beat y'all 133-0. See y'all next time go round.
They really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Anthony. How helpful is it for the bench to get some extended minutes like they did tonight?
I mean, it's good to get those guys minutes and, for the main guys to get some rest, And it's good for us to see all those guys get some playing time. And as much as possible, we try to get a good lead so they can come in and get some playing time.
Yeah, they kept it going, man, and I know that's important. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, D.A., thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. See you later.
Jacob, heartfelt prayer. All right, so let's see who we got next for home game. Okay, it looks like we have the Clippers comes to LA to face the Lakers. Jacob unto leads a heartfelt prayer as Stephanie McMahon, Roman Reigns, and the Bloodline join in silence.
At the small forward position, 6'8", number 28, Livin. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. At the point, 6'3", number 1, D'Angelo Russell. In the middle, 6'10", number 3, A.D. Anthony Davis. The other four positions, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James. The head coach of your home team. This is your Los Angeles Lakers.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Graham Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, small forward. And Doris, here at the halfway stage of the regular season, what do you think teams have to do to continue to improve?
Well, coaches love this question because what they talk about all the time is the process, not skipping steps, getting into the gym every day.
Stay on your man. Stay on your man.
To me,
there you go. Stay on your man.
Success, whatever we're talking about, the magic is in the work.
Here's Leonard. Back to Powell. Second chance shot. The Lakers with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in
right there.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues. Give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Oh, that was Reeves. Good job, Reeves.
A 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And stolen by Reeves. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Ball's going up the court. Here's Hachimura. Plenty of room.
Hachimura, man.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
Leonard against James. Leonard inside. Davis with the rebound.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's the leader.
Hachimura.
It's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
Leonard can't get it to go.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And slam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
The Clippers called timeout. And Grant, the Clippers have strung together 13 straight winning seasons. But at the same time, it feels like they've left a lot on the table.
Yeah, with all their star power over that time, they've made it past the second round of the playoffs only once.
They call timeout.
The fan base is restless.
Say shit like that. That's what he ain't worried about that shit. He said he a big dog. He ain't worried about that shit, man. For that.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Harden gets the double team. Out of bounds, it'll be Lakers ball. And how about we check the numbers for Norman Powell? Outside Reeves. A 3, James. And
LeBron. Good job.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Making plays at both ends of the floor.
Good job, Reed.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And it's the Lakers on the break. And that one is...
Good job, Reed.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's James.
LeBron.
That is why the chicken price is what it is when
Well, if you don't break your wrist.
amazing dunk to finish the play.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Leonard outside. And there's the drive. The ball's knocked loose.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Fires it from 18.
LeBron.
Lakers. It's an outstanding first quarter from the field.
The Clippers call timeout.
They call timeout.
A tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm and just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
This little another jump on the guy who just left the ground lane. Shut the hell up. Yeah, I don't find it. You want to make it an exception. You want to make an exception. Fail. Other than that, you got to every time. I ain't planning on coming to step back anytime soon. Anytime soon at all. We're going to get you in that business. Well, maybe about a year, if I keep going down the way I'm playing on, but I'm not ready. Like I said, I'm a self-aware man. My big ass ain't climbing. Ain't happening. I would do more damage to that equipment, to that product, than I would do help them by trying to turn back shit. But they'll say, he ain't just going to do it. He get his ass on there, and we don't want to. No, okay, you're no Mr. Olympia either. I get that. But listen, what are you, 4'2", 4'6" round? I'm 6'5" height, 7'2" round. I mean, come on, there's a size difference.
Vincent checked in for the Lakers. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for the Clippers. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And there's a 3-second violation. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes to try to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now here's Reed. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Tomorrow.
As well, with all the steals he came away with, he had a total rattle.
Now here's Porter. He's covered by Vincent. Batum outside. Drive season. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Reed pass to Hachimura. And again, it's the Lakers.
This has been just a dreadful
Lakers
start.
on that ass.
Not good at all.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Clippers. Looking for their first basket of the game. Pass to Zubac. Outside man. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. The 11-footer. That one a little long.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Vincent with the ball. He takes it in.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate really well done.
He runs too fast in order to be able to sit still and wait for as long as somebody.
41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shoots a fadeaway. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Vincent passes to Hachimura.
Good job, Hachimura.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Yeah, I see
There's
that.
25 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Trying to find a spark here. Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
They get it back in the corner. And again, unable to change momentum here. Now here's Vincent. Defense is right there.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And stolen by Reeves. And so it's Rui Hachimura making things happen for the Lakers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be back in a moment.
No, he ain't. He's been out there wintertime swinging doors again. The summertime comes under
He gonna be
yeah. SD let us be hitting.
Oh, God damn.
But that was a good 5-3. Okay, I knocked him out for it.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck. Plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Russell Westbrook out there with James Harden.
100%. Danger Lawrence 35.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Harden, the pass to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Leonard outside. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And he drives it.
Oh, Vanderbilt! Don't be so mean!
What I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
And here's the fast break. Here's Christie.
Good job, Christie.
They're really in control of both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Now here's Harden. 26 points for him last game against New Orleans.
I thought his physicality was crucial too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
You know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense.
Oh, that's Mama Sugar right there.
Player capable of carrying a team.
And so here are the Clippers, following the score by the Lakers. Out of bounds, the Clippers will keep possession, and the Lakers making a change here. Russell is checked in.
D'Angelo Russell.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Leonard against Vanderbilt. Leonard passes to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Knocked away. Puts up a deep three. The Lakers for the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Russell with the ball. He's picking up by Westbrook. Here's Christie.
Got back up.
That follows. Nice assist by Russell. Christie's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Their defense is getting one off the floor right now.
Harden scanning the floor. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season. Obviously, they have a new arena, new designs for the logo, jerseys, and court. But not only that, their G League team moving to a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Bulls team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Harden. Russell against Westbrook.
Yeah, stay on your dude.
Outside Jones, 5 on the clock. 2 in the cold spell.
Good block.
And it's blocked by Davis. That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Get on your dude. Get on your dude.
Christie with a rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those
That's
games
right
where
there.
they have to find a way
All right, good job.
to get completely away from them.
I just love the ball.
Zubac
Get on your
passes to
dude.
Westbrook. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. And it's out of bounds. The Pacers get to retain possession here for the Clippers. Batum checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Man comes in for Jones. And it's Porter Jr. in for Westbrook. Here's Porter. No points yet. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house, so a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
Davis hits.
Good job, Dan.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
And it's Powell with the ball for the Clippers. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring.
Good job, Vanderbilt.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Poke loose. Fast break. Here come the Lakers.
You got back up there? Vanderbilt has it. Vanderbilt has the baby boy. Vanderbilt has it.
Got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason is because of quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court.
We'll take that.
Shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasing the time, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Adding inside to the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Yeah.
Pass to Powell. On the wing, Porter, guarded by Russell. Just 4 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Again, Porter missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a clear indicator of how this game is going.
He jumps in for range. Christie's got 12 now in this quarter.
Good job,
Well,
Chris.
they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
With them scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
The baseline K is on the way. And Vanderbilt gets it.
Good job, Vanderbilt.
Assist by Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Christie.
Oh!
The buzzer beater is good!
Good job, Chris.
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give a short take.
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
Jack, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, with the way they struggle to defend the three-point line, it starts to look like it's warm-up. Not be afraid to bring more defenders out there. They got to make life tough on them outside shooters.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Christie, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron and power forward. AD is the center. And it's Christie in at the three. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Harden. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And they're up considerably because of their efforts.
Pass off.
Nice shot.
Good job, Christian.
This defense just can't
Christian out there lighting them up. Christian holding the fuck, boy.
All 4 of his three-pointers to fall so far. Powell with it. Picked up by James. They get the rebound. Pass to Jones.
That's right. Get on your dude.
Harden against Russell. 6 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, with over 3 starts and a half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
You want some backup over there? Christie over there ain't holding y'all up. Christie gonna let you know y'all leaving me open. I'ma take it every time.
Some of the epic throwdowns he has. Oh my goodness.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. Oh, in the run. Shots blocked.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to...
boy.
He shoots.
LeBron. All right. Good job.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Lakers ball.
All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. The Lakers, number 1.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
That'll be a 5-second.
Oh, shit, that was my fault. That was my fault.
Overall, they've done a great job taking care of the ball.
Hachimura's checked in for Christie. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Leonard can't get it to go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel
they ripped LeBron.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball.
They conceded the points to him, and he couldn't take advantage. That miss might stick with him. Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Now here's Leonard. No made baskets yet. James with a steal. Pushing it up, Los Angeles. Lakers again.
All right, Reed.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball, or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Pass to Harden to get back on track. Zubac with it. Reeves brings a double.
Come on, youngin.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for LeBron James.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
That one falls.
Good job, LeBron.
Davis has got his third assist of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now here's Harden. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Ooh, power down.
Good job, Reed.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
So it's the Clippers now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Woods checked in for the Lakers. Man, he's checked in for the Clippers. Porter Jr. comes in for James Harden. Porter against Reeves. Pass to Davis.
AD.
Drills the baseline.
Good job.
Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
I like when Davis knocks down those jumpers. It forces defense to leave the paint and really spaces the court.
Porter pass to Zubac. Westbrook against Russell. Shot to stop the run. Rebound, the Lakers.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
The 17-footer. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Reed. Davis has got 14.
Very effective facing up. AD spotting up and cashing in.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vincent's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Batum's checked in. There's a minute 26 left in the third. The drive by Reeves. Oh, and that one, no question.
Good job, Reeves.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Porter following the score by the Lakers. Now Westbrook. The layup misses. From deep, Reeves. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists in the game. And it's Porter with the ball for the LA Clippers. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court.
Good job, Reed.
Finished the break with authority.
Reed ain't gonna hold you up.
On that play, that is unbelievable.
And the Clippers have possession. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Oh, there's a killer.
Good job, Henderson.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here are the Clippers. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook, the pass to Porter. To snap the cold streak. And again, it's the Clippers missing. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Hachimura from long range. And another three for the Lakers.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Over and back, not watching the line on that one.
Ooh. Talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Here's Reeves. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. No mercy, just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So, on the floor for the Clippers. They've got Terrence Mann, Amir Coffey out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Bones Highland, and it's Bamba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Connect outside. Oh, target from range. Connect's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
But they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets on the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
They've been unable to get guys back on court.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. Throw it down on the breakaway 10.
Insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
So it's the Clippers now, following the score by the Lakers. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Morris.
B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries.
The three from Wood. Pure three-point range. Wood's got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now the Clippers with it. Fast break. Here come the Lakers.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And stolen by Hayes. Pass to Hood-Shafino. Over Bamba. It's the Lakers.
They give them credit for cashing in on the turnovers they've caused.
Highland looking for an opening. That's tipped. Bamba against Hayes. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Highland. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Pass to Hood-Shafino. Over Highland. And there's another one for the Lakers.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about? If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
Here's Connect from deep three-point
range.
The rebound by Mann.
My boy couldn't make it.
In transition, here come the Clippers. Batum, pass to Mann. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And to Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Hayes inside. He's against Bamba.
Hey!
Shot's good.
Like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Russell. Driving inside.
Russell.
How could they see it? Turning on the Jets and getting to that next level. D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
And the Clippers have possession. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Another steal. Here's Hutchinson. Hayes with room to shoot. Again, the Lakers.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Now here's May. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Hayes. Pass to Hutchinson over Bamba. And the Lakers take on 2 more.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of performance tonight. They delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Austin Reeves.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Here's Wood.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now here's Highland. Will it go? Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. Hachimura's checked in for Hood-Schifino. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Porter Jr. comes in for man. .35 seconds left in the game. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes with it. Hachimura outside. Drains the triple.
Their home crowd has energized.
Good job, Hachimura.
Closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Porter. Blocked.
Good block, Christy.
The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Now into the line, your Lakers, Gabe Henderson.
Outside Highland. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Russell.
Just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this.
We like to think the Los Angeles Clippers will come to play Los Angeles Lakers. So we have to beat y'all 135-0. See y'all next time go around.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, it was a challenge for you tonight as far as the matchup went. How much does that motivate you in a game like this?
My matchup is not an individual matchup.
We only got 14 pounds of
trying to get better, and we was able to hold court, so it was a good win for us.
Thanks, LeBron. Guys.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right, let's see who we play. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. What happened? I'm sitting down right now. A female, a guy, and a baby. Okay. Oh, you talking about Ricketta? Where you see her at? Okay. Oh, shit.
Downtown Los Angeles. That's the location for the Raptors.
Yeah.
The do-it-all, defensive-minded Scotty Barnes is a flat-out winner. And he's looking to show it tonight as they make their game plan against the Lakers. Raptors, Lakers, coming up next. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline.
Hold on, man, because I'm kind of live at the moment, my nigga, but hold on.
Emmanuel quickly out.
What's up?
And it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reed.
Hey, y'all, I'll be right back, okay? What's up, bro? True, true.
Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. And these two teams are both aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really,
man, common sense, man. Her and Mikey ain't never break up.
This team's no different.
Tip off goes to the Lakers.
That's the whole point.
James the pass to Davis. Reeves outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Reeves has got the first 3 points tonight for the Lakers. Knocks it loose. Pass to Barnes. The pass to
hell yeah, I caught on to it.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Because when I saw her at the gas station a couple weeks ago, I was like, damn, there go Ricketta. I'm like, what's up, Kat? And she had her head down. She was like, nothing. And I looked out the door. When I saw Mikey, I was like, oh. And I looked at her. I was like, oh, we on that time. She was like, no. I was like, okay, you said no.
To the Lakers head coach. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the
hell
versatile
yeah.
Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Okay, David, thanks.
I'm like, oh,
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. You're shaking your head. It's incredible.
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. And James throws it down hard.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
You can see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and the momentum swings their way.
That's on her? Yes, sir.
Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, D'Angelo Russell.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team.
Boy, you would be broke paying rent, cell phone bill, and
a bucket where he didn't have a hand.
Hell yeah, you'll be mad as fuck. Talking about they can come and get this motherfucker. I don't even want this bitch no more.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Camp. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Passes it to James. McCree.
Shit, alright, bro, because I'm about to be 36-2 right now.
5 points so far.
Alright, bro. That every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having leads that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier process. shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Their play on both ends has been superb.
Good job, Brady.
Maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Barnes. Here's Olinick. Another minute, and they desperately need a bucket.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert. Very
good job, David.
Intensity right off the opening tip.
I am still here. I am not.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game out with guns blazing.
And the Raptors call time here. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Rui Hachimura on top.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing, makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Anthony Davis.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Vincent's checked in for Austin Reeves. And then for Toronto, Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Olinick, and it's Brown in for Quickly. Brown against Russell. And it's Brown missing. Lakers leading by 23. Hachimura the pass to Davis. And it's
good job, Davis.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
2 minutes now. And here's Barrett. He hasn't made one yet. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Good job, Davis.
Davis understands the value of points in transition, getting out and finishing on the break.
There's a minute 40 left here in the first quarter. Hachimura against Barrett. It's Brown on the wing. And the rejection by LeBron.
Good block, LeBron.
The Lakers another fast break chance right here. Here's Vincent. And the Lakers check on two.
Good job, Vincent.
Ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Barnes. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Throws up. And finished off by LeBron.
There's nothing quite like
Look at how the chance to do a little shuffle.
That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Brown against Russell. Shot to stop the run. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires away from out top. LeBron gets it to go on the assist by Hachimura. Hachimura's got assist number 7 for him tonight. 29 seconds left in the first. Here's Barrett, and Davis sends it back.
That infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there.
LeBron dishes to Russell, shoots over Brown, and the Lakers take down 2.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy ball.
At the end of the first quarter, a blowout already in this one. Lakers on top, running away with it. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Okay, now I feel like so I feel like what can I do? Should I don't say can I, but should I but these speakers, should I?
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Well, player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill sets, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Christie is out there with Gabe Vincent, and Hachimura in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. On the wing, Barnes. Vanderbilt defending, 3 on the clock.
And that's terrific D by Hachimura. He's shown he has the strength and length to match up against almost
good job, man.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
This is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Olenek is checked in for Scotty Barnes. Los Angeles has gotten in a hole from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Here's Davis. Knocks it down from
good job,
Davis has got 8 points.
This is why they feed Davis inside. I mean, they know how much of a beast he is down there, and he eats good.
Brown kicks to Olenek. Here's Vezenkov. He's covered by Hachimura.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Outside, Davis. Over Pirtle. And Davis hits
good job, Davis.
By Hachimura. He's got 10.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
Good job, Chris.
Double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the impact done.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Mitchell outside. That's tipped. And there's another turnover.
Oh, boy.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Rui Hachimura. Hachimura. He's averaging 15 points a game, almost 2.5 steals and 4 assists. And really just excellent. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. That'll be a 5-second call. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. And you look at Russell, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Gabe Vincent. This is another guy who can defend so very well. Such quick reflexes.
Between these two guys, it's been quite a month of thievery. Just look at the steals for them over that period of time.
Hey, Pepe.
Pass to Christie. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point.
Big balling.
Christie's got his second
on the last game.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signal.
I figured you was.
Will be a jump ball.
And the Raptors with the ball. Reeves outside.
I am playing basketball. That's what I say I'm D-ball.
When you watch Reeves play, smooth on that drive right there.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Say what?
What is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is,
what you saying?
Shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a
what
nice
mid-range
jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Yeah, I'm live. I'm on my last game right now until later on.
Poked away. Kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Pirtle.
I got time to talk. What's up?
Davis with it. Now guarded by Pirtle.
Me?
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose.
What is you over there doing besides just
we're
waking
doing
up?
a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Here's Christie. The quick look, no good that time. Looking at Los Angeles, they
took the check on you and Brandon
game against Los Angeles.
That's all.
Here we go.
Check on you and Brandon.
For the finish, finishes the break with a slam.
Good job getting the ball.
So what is we eat? Did you find out if we got your money today?
Once a steal is made, that's the best time to attack on the break.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Toronto. After this game, they can look forward to L.A. They'll go match up against the Clippers. And they're playing through a string of road games. That will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Stolen by Mitchell. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession.
You got Kenny with you?
Some changes for Toronto.
Well, just
Boucher comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And quickly
well, I'll see you later, King. Monica.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Stolen by Reeves. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Christie. Drills it from outside. Christie's got 10 points now. Just in this quarter.
That's a high IQ pass by Reeves. He sets up the guy who's most
The Raptors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Out against Reeves. Knocked loose. And Toronto turns it over again.
Lakers ball.
And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some some separation. From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now the Lakers on the break. 16 feet away, and another basket for the Lakers.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
Unhindered, going all the way.
All right, Kel, Kenyon and myself.
Talk about execution.
All right, man,
Offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Knocked away. And it's the Lakers on the break. By himself. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
He got it up.
Get it again. Buzzer beater was the motherfucker.
They've got even more of it.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I could say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity, it usually makes a big difference on the score.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Austin Reeves really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly on the and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
He shoot again. And it's quickly missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult.
Good job, baby.
You know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Good job, Russell.
I like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Hachimura against Barrett. Reeves outside.
You got Reeves to back up.
Again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Good job, Reeves.
Offense, another turnover and another basket.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being stuck.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Tremendous individual effort from D'Lo. Sharp defense, and then off to the races.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. James with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Quickly with it. He has yet to score. Stolen by Reeves. And that
Reeves won't let that go.
With the offensive production, they have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
They double him with Russell. They get a hand on it. Here's Quickly. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoring.
And the shot is good.
His shooting has been outstanding. And definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Barnes outside. Back to Quickly. The layup off target.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
He gets that.
Good job, Russell.
Russell's got 10 points in just the second half.
Guys, absolutely feeling it. When Russell heats up, showtime.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys are taking 60 and 30 on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Barnes. Here's Olynyk, and Davis sends it back.
A two-way star AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. You can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Quickly. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty.
Good job, Reeves.
Austin Reeves has handles that are kind of sneaky but very effective. He's clever at getting shots for himself.
Quickly the pass to Dick. They double him with Russell. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Lakers. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in this stage of the season.
Belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Quickly against Russell. And Olynyk kicks to Quickly. 6 to shoot. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession. A 3 from Barnes. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. James, the pass to Reeves.
Good job, Reeves.
Left alone that. Reeves has got 28.
Things are clicking. Reeves in a groove. He knows he doesn't need to slow down. Keep it coming.
And stolen by James. Jumps up and finished off by LeBron.
Damn, LeBron, don't break your neck, bro.
Reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Here's Toronto. They're scoreless since the first half. Ball's not loose. He spikes the ball away again.
With every steal, he continues to march towards the record.
Greg, looking at his season totals, he's got a good view of third most steals in a single year. What a defensive season for him.
And it was Michael Ray Richardson who tallied 260.
Good job, Ray.
Third most ever in the NBA. I think he may have company soon.
Now, here's Quickly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Raptors ball. Substitution on the court.
And stolen by LeBron. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns.
Hey.
That includes a 5-game homestand. Wood out there with Hayes. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Christie and Hachimura in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And here we go, fast break. LeBron's got it, and finished off by LeBron.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Mitchell looking it over, and another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Pass to Vizenko. Got a piece of it. And Hachimura with a clear path to the rack.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Christie. Takes it up with both
Good job,
hands.
Christie.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
All alone, and finished off by LeBron.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities, they're the visibility, they're the doers, the talented performers of the league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Pass to Vizenko. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Gannett comes in for Hachimura. And it's Gabe Vincent in for James Henderson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Another steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Oh!
Good job, Chris.
No question, powered it down.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Good job, Chris.
He gets the ball and then gets the fast break rope.
Tipped away. Into the lane. Boucher's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And Gannett, good job.
Rising up, Dalton Gannett.
Here's Mitchell. And it's out of bounds.
Let it go, baby.
Raptors able to retain possession here. Russell is checked in for Los Angeles. And Toronto also making a switch. Brown is checked in for Pirtle.
Oh, he was in the U.S. Army retired.
Mitchell against Russell. Here's Brown. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Poke loose. Vincent with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And it's the Lakers on the break. Russell from long range.
Russell!
Free for the Lakers. And a closer look here at the hustle stat for Los Angeles.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the
Good job, Chris.
getting their shots squatted away by this squad.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the
Russell!
What a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for D'Angelo Russell.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And here again, Los Angeles in transition.
Good job, Vincent.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Walter, defended by Christie. To end the run, Walter can't get it to go. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their
Christie,
and
good job.
maintaining that intensity. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And it's Wood with the ball for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. So it's Toronto now. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Here's Mitchell. A rebound by the Lakers. From the arc.
Got him again. Other big factor. We want to thank the Toronto Raptors for coming to LA to play, but sir, we have to beat y'all 145 to zip. So I'll see y'all next time go around. For my fans that came in, shout out to the two, but my fan that came in is Deidre Lawrence 35. Thanks for coming hanging with your boy. I'll see y'all. I'll see you soon.
See that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now. We want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
All right.